Underneath his dark reputation, Hades was the softest god in Greek mythology. People often picture Hades as terrifying because he rules the underworld. But was he really as scary as everyone believed? Zeus threw thunderbolts and caused storms. Poseidon shook the seas and created chaos. What about Hades? He managed the underworld like a calm manager at a local store. Look at the story of Orpheus. A musician showed up, grieving over his dead wife. Did Hades turn him away? He listened, felt compassion, and broke his own rules. Hades allowed Orpheus to try bringing his wife back to life. Who else among the gods would have done that? Unfortunately, Orpheus failed to follow simple instructions. But Hades wasn't cruel. He had given him a fair chance. Then consider Persephone. Most tell the story as a kidnapping, but think about it carefully. If Hades was truly harsh, why did he allow Persephone to visit her mother for half the year? He willingly shared the woman he loved, patiently waiting for her return. Does that sound like a ruthless god? Compared to Zeus or Hera, Hades's punishments were mild. Zeus frequently turned mortals into animals. Hera drove people insane. But Hades, he mostly kept souls in order, ensuring everyone stayed in their correct places. His job was dull but necessary, like managing paperwork. Not scary, just routine. Even his fearsome three-headed dog, Cerberus, wasn't truly frightening. Picture Cerberus less like a monster and more like Hades' beloved pet. Hades probably took Cerberus on daily walks through the quiet fields of the underworld. Doesn't seem very intimidating, does it? Heroes like Hercules, Theseus, and Odysseus often visited Hades' domain. Did Hades punish or attack them? He simply let them come and go, provided they followed basic rules. He behaved like a substitute teacher, just keeping things calm. Ancient Greeks weren't truly afraid of Hades. Why? Because Hades didn't seek attention or drama. He quietly ran things in the background. While other gods caused trouble, Hades brought calm. One day, Hermes visited Hades unexpectedly. Hades looked up from his work, curious but relaxed. "Why are you here?" asked Hades. Hermes seemed uneasy. "Zeus and Poseidon are fighting again," Hermes said. "Olympus is chaotic. Lightning bolts, floods, anger everywhere." Hades sighed. "What do they expect from me?" he asked. Hermes shrugged. "Nothing," he said. "They know you rarely get involved." Hades leaned back thoughtfully. "Someone has to stay calm," he said. "Someone has to think clearly, even if nobody notices." Hermes nodded slowly. "Maybe you're the smartest god," Hermes suggested. Hades laughed gently. "I'm smart enough to avoid their chaos," he replied. Hermes left quietly, leaving Hades alone again. Hades shook his head with a small smile. His siblings thought power meant noise and destruction. But he understood power differently. Real strength wasn't about storms or lightning. It was about patience and kindness. Hades stood up and looked over at Cerberus. The dog wagged its tail, ready for their walk. Hades smiled and grabbed Cerberus's leash. They walked peacefully through the fields, past souls quietly at rest. No chaos, no fear, just calm. Hades liked it that way. He didn't need fame or attention. He had something better, peace. People often misunderstood Hades. They called him cruel and harsh. But was he really? Or was he simply quiet, gentle, and caring? Maybe Hades never sought glory because he valued something else more. Calm, stability, and compassion mattered most to him. And in a world of loud gods, Hades chose silence. Who truly had the greater power? The gods who shouted and fought, or the one who quietly held everything together? Next time you hear of Hades, think differently. He's not terrifying. He's quietly kind, patiently guiding souls through eternity.